Hello, this is Vulturefire, and this is a slightly unusual video. If you look at my currency, you'll notice this is way beyond even my normal nonsense, because this is, in fact, an alternate save that is cheated by Mirage Throttle. Specifically, this is just going to be the goal. So, one day posted challenge, which was to do a successful shrine run with no forge upgrades starting from fresh start. This save can't do the shrine yet because it has not beaten depth 3, so this run is just going to be a depth 3 run using with no card packs, no forge unlocks, but that seems potentially interesting enough to be worthwhile. So we're playing Raodan. We're using a pretty ordinary-ish combination of things. I am going to need to check after this run to make sure that I'm not accidentally using any cards that shouldn't be unlocked by default. But since this isn't the challenge run, this is just a depth 3 run. So this save started as an older save. I haven't opened any packs, but because I loaded this save from a while back, there are some cards that that are no longer unlocked by default, but if your save is old enough, you just automatically got those as a gift. So anyway, depth 3, I think we want to go through Crystal Valley. I think there's a lot of good cards for Raodan there. We'll see how that goes. Giant lore blossoms. Sure, quests are irrelevant. So away we go. All right. I think we do want these cards. Although I would like to get an Ether, an Arcane Aegis, and the card from here is not bad. So I might be willing to give up all these elites in favor of a bunch of events and 3 shots at Arcane Aegis. So I think Thriving Spirit is pretty good right now, so that's why that's in the deck. I think the card does quite a lot of work. And we can go ahead and pop off that powerful rank. All right, so the Lore Blossom is functionally dead. Because Lore Blossom is just going to die to that. Now you're functionally dead. And we can't make you actually dead, but we can just summon a full swarm. All right, Arcane Aegis event. We can take an upgrade. Upgrading the Thriving Spirits is very good. I'm not actually sure that bringing Thriving Spirits into Crystal Valley is going to turn out to have been a good decision, but we'll see. Looks like Mirage Throttle may be about to create a new custom save, but I'm recording this run, so I may as well finish it out. I figured there's some value in just seeing a run that has seeing these challenge runs that have a relatively low amount of stuff. Explode. That's okay. It's been a while since I've done regular depth 3 runs. I've been doing a lot of shrine runs recently, so. Even though this particular run is a challenge run, it is kind of easier than a lot of the other runs I've been doing lately. One thing I'm noticing as I play through this is that we don't have any sources of sturdy, which likely to be a problem in larger runs. The purity is annoying. Alright, that's an AoE attack, which is very rude. But we can get more powerful than all our friends. And you're doing pretty good work. Alright, that's not enough. That's still not enough. But we may as well do it. Alright, we just barely squeaked through this without taking damage. But just barely is good enough. Arcane Silence is great. Love to have it. Sure. We are going into Lore Blossoms, and that's pretty useful against Lore Blossoms. Upgrade that to be a powerful engine. I don't think we need the Infuse between the Arcane Silence and the Arcane Aegis. I think the Infuse loses a lot of its value. I think we'd rather just take the event over that elite. So this would not actually do a summon. I think we'd be better off just trying to chunk through that. We are now going to be shocked. Unfortunately, we are going to take a pretty good amount of damage here because we're going to be vulnerable. Okay, turns out that was way less than I was kind of expecting, but that's fine. I'm obviously okay with not taking as much damage. Okay. Gives us powerful. And at that point, that dork dies. We took away the spores, which is nice. And yeah, at this point, these dorks are doing pretty good work for us. That's one powerful given out, that's fine. At this point, we're at, yeah, 26 plus 22 is 48. And we could get even more. Donk donk. Victory. We don't heal at all after combat, which is a little annoying, but it's manageable. I don't hate the Mind Shield. I think the Mind Seed is a little more important right now. Although we probably do need more shield at some point. Should we get on that? Maybe should have just summoned up both of those, but we could also use a little bit of healing. I may take the whatchamacallit card that this fight drops. There is space for that summon, unfortunately. But I guess we do get some shield from Arcane Aegis, but I think we would like to have at least one more shield besides that. These guys get temporary plated, which is fine. You're still going to die anyway, I believe. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we draw. Okay. And if we do that, that's going to kill you. And that makes room for another summon. Powerful for all of us. This is going to be less shield than I would like because of whatever, but let me think. I think we pop you, because that does give us enough shield that we don't take damage now, and then we have easily enough damage to take out that back one. Okay, emergency shield, but I think we want the draw. Go left. Hey, we did get the upgrade. Double cleanse is very nice, but I think we want the other Thriving Spirit upgrade. And here we go. Alright. It's actually a pretty nice find, because that just gets rid of that gives us a lot of growth, and it also gets rid of the death spores. Although, or at least some of the death spores, and then, of course, naturally they set up a lot more. The real problem here is that the AoE attack, if they decide to do AoE attacks, it'll probably kill our spirit once we get whatever going. I think we want to do that. We don't have any actual shield for our summons, which is a little bit of an annoyance. Let's pop I don't think it matters a ton. Go ahead and give more powerful to you. I don't think, actually it does, because we don't want to give out a bunch of powerful right now. So we didn't want to risk doing extra damage. Unfortunately, they still have exactly enough to pop us. See what we get. Alright, so donk. But now we have a whole lot of powerful given out. And that Arcane Amulet is doing very good work to help us stay alive. Okay, let me think. I think we do want to play that over that. Yes, I think so. So we're going to start by doing this. Pop off some buffs. So not as much as we would like. But we do get this kill. It basically comes down to whether or not either of them decide to try and AoE damage us. And it looks like they did not decide to do that, which they will regret. Let's see, that will pop. So we can freeze you. We take a detonation from you, but actually, are you already dead? Yes, so. Yeah, these summons are kind of terrifying. Rouge will satisfy 1, draw 1 per status, remove heal 12. I don't think that's amazing. I think Elemental Barrier or Peace of Mind both make a lot more sense. I think we take the Peace of Mind. We just discard that. We will not find any way to summon Shades. I think Arcane Silence Plus, I think the double cleanse is probably going to be important. And I think we just want a reroll token. So we are fighting Shrine Guardian, which can be right. I can't click on cards on enemies to see what's in the fights. So Broodmothers the Broodmother is actually pretty easy for us because once we get our summons out, that'll solve problems for us. There's some very good cards dropped by that. I think we start here. Yeah. Ooh, okay. So this actually works out very nicely. We do want a little bit of healing if we can find it, but if we can't, it's probably not the end of the world. Oh, I do want to get this out first, though, before I get the heal. Speaking of a little bit of healing, there's a little bit of healing. We can go ahead and pop you out, which will... I guess the getting rid of whatever didn't matter right this turn. Fortunately, the purity helps. These dorks are unfortunately now threatened. I think we do that because that'll mean that we only need that this one will be able to hit the second one. Ooh, I didn't realize that was going to trip on our allies, or I would have. I don't know what I could have done though. That's unfortunate. Gives us more purity, which would be nice. I think we do want that. So I think we're pitching one of those. Oh, but I can't do both. Does this kill? No. I think that's more important then. Because that's going to do effectively AoE damage. And it also shuts off stuff. Alright, there we go. So now burn comes out, but it's probably not going to be enough. And yeah, now we get the skill. Yeah, we will just take another Spirit Swarm. Pass that up. Right. I probably should have sequenced the other way around and gotten the 2 powerful instead of the Angry Spirit Plus, but... Alright, that'll get us extra damage there. We don't quite get enough to get this kill, unfortunately, which means that I do indeed get punished for sequencing poorly. Because if I had played out the Chilling Focuses first, we would have gotten the extra little bit of damage we needed to kill this. This is an awkward way for our mana to shake out. Okay. I do want the Tough and the Adept. And now we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, we get the kill next turn, regardless of what else happens. Boop. Debating between... We're doing pretty good on mana. I don't know that we need any more. Spell Scry doesn't do anything for us, really, though. Crystalline Bite, I guess, is fine. Sure. See what's here. Let's take the powerful buff. Okay. Kind of an awkward hand. I think we pitch that. See what we draw. Alright. Guess I should have gotten out the Mighty first. May as well do that. No real point in waiting. Surety or a bunch of powerful on this one. Because they're both doing debuffs, I think we do want to do that. Because I'm not totally certain what's incoming, but it seems safest to just block it. I don't love that AoE attack. Alright, so we're at 11, which is how much our hand costs. So we can do this. Oh, because the... Like, why we're not getting difference? Because the Crystallize is canceling out the punch from that. I think we want to just work on popping out this one just to ensure that it dies. Trying to think if there's any ways to get sturdy in the default, in the starting card. Oh yes, because heavy stand is unlocked by default now. Not that that's super relevant right this moment, but so much damage. Yeah, as long as we can keep our spirits alive, we're in good shape. More spirit swarms. We could just never afford Ice Blast. Okay. All right. I guess I might as well do that. Really hoping this isn't AoE. Okay. Do we play? I think we can get rid of that. And that. All right. Taking a little bit of damage here, but that's okay. The downside to getting this shield is that it means that I can't heal off of Peace of Mind, but I think that's okay. Right, we now get Dama Eggs, which I think we're just going to not play. And to that end, I am not going to play Introspection because I don't want to draw into Dama Eggs. And yes, now we take actually a decent amount of damage, but we can just end the turn here. I guess we may as well do that. And that'll be the fight. That's actually, I didn't remember that this has this, but that's very good. That gives us a way to keep our friends alive. Guess that's okay. This upgrade is not that spectacular. I think we just upgrade the Spirit Swarm. Do we have anything we want to remove? Probably not. I think we're pretty happy with the deck right now. All right. No summons on turn one, but that's okay. We do get a pretty good amount of growth, so we're getting 6 mana next turn. We get to dodge those incoming debuffs. Always an advantage. And we can keep our friends alive. We summoned our only non-upgraded Angry Spirit, which is a little unfortunate, but this is guaranteed to draw us mana. Let's take some poison damage. Some real damage. This is where it would have been nice to draw the Peace of Mind there so I could have gotten shield up. But and yeah, just could use an actual heal here. It feels so weird not having whatever happened. Not having anything happen at end of turn. I'm so used to having cards strip at end of turn. Another Contemplate seems okay. I think this fight should hopefully be fine. It could be a little tricky. We'll see. you get exploded here. Oh, I didn't realize that was an AoE. That's unfortunate. But I missequenced that. I just misclicked. That was my bad. That does help a little bit. All right, so you are going to be dead when we play this. I want to apply weak. I also want to just get another summon. I think getting another summon out is more important. Because that'll kill this one. Yeah, our defense is absolutely a problem. Because we are slowly bleeding out here. Quickly bleeding out here. Because the shock. This is the AoE boom, but fortunately Protect the Brood is protecting our Brood. Alright, this one's going to die, which means we're only going to take 4. But yeah, the lack of sturdy is absolutely part of why we can't keep any, because we can't get enough shield up. Or we can't keep up the extra shield we have. Which means that on the turns where we do actually have shield, like here we're going to lose 4 shield. And we don't have any heal after combat. Lots of powerful. There's no point doing anything else because we just have to kill. Okay. I think we take that. I think we upgrade it so that we can. I also want to upgrade the Spirit Swarm, but I think upgrading that is a little more important just because then the whatever can deal with it. Alright, we don't have any extra rests to work with. I don't think that actually matters. We don't actually do that much actual damage. Yeah, no, I don't. It takes away our max shield, which is a problem. I was willing to run that reroll there just we had a couple extras. I don't know. Let's offer shiny crystals. Let's find the most magical gem. Searching around, you luckily find an alluring black gem hidden on so many colorful crystals. You're sure that it has some magical properties. I can give it the gem, or I can fight to keep the gem. Give it the gem because we don't have any extra healing. Ooh, that's actually perfect. I'm very happy with that. I don't want to give this until I'm sure that I can keep it alive. I think I can. Let's see what I get out of this. Okay, so I can do this into that. I don't really need to play that yet. Yeah, I really don't need to play that this turn. So unfortunately, until this one dies, we can't get, we can only have one summon. But, oh, I need to do that. Okay. I think we do that. I really want mana to play that. Please, mana. Yeah, I think we just play this. It's either that or we go for a pop, which would... I think that's more important. Because that'll block out the shock. And we can get frozen, that's okay. I don't know that we can get this mana shield off. I think we actually get rid of that. Yeah. It's a little unfortunate, but fortunately we don't actually explode. Cleanse is a little annoying. Okay, this is a pretty good Stony Nap turn. We can gain some purity, cleanse off some of our debuffs, and get even more purity, so that in case we get Arcane detonated, we are in good shape. And we just about have this front one dead. We just need our spirit to do its thing again. I'm debating if it's worth even playing that. We just do this. All right. All right. Oh, wrong button. So this turn is kind of the revenge turn it gets after we kill its friend. So we're just not going to let it have its revenge turn. It's not even going to get to survive. So you can be frozen. I don't hate having just another one of these. Guess that's okay. I haven't actually tried this really. That does cost a good amount of mana, but it's a shield to gain card. I want to try it, see how it goes. And if we upgrade this. I think we keep the introspection for now. I'm debating the combat ready, but I think it's good enough. Debating the crystalline bite, but I think it is also good enough. So we're fighting the Maw. We have some protectors we can hit. We can hit protectors on this side as well. Just thinking through. If we want healing, it would have to come from... from the Baylater hatchling. So we could tag a protector here and a hatchling here. That seems probably okay. Yeah, I like that plan. Okay. Alright, no summons this turn. I think we actually just copy that. We can't draw 3 more cards safely. That tough is pretty nice though, and also we were able to take away the whatever. Don't love that it got even more opportunist. Alright, so we can play this now. Deciding if we need this. I don't think we do. And I think we will draw back around to it. Okay. That actually works out pretty nicely. That doesn't quite trip opportunist. Pull you out of hidden again. And we do need the shield. Okay. So the important thing is, I think we're going to be able to kill this before it can kill our brood. We must be protected. But it actually determining that for certain would have required me to do math, which I'm not a fan of doing math. Good news, brood status protected. Alright, so we can do that, but it costs us a little bit. Oh, I guess we can just fail. All right. I think we are going to do mind shield, because I think we want another way to get shield. Yes, I actually wanted this fight because we can use a reroll here to get turn to gunk, which would be pretty good. I think we're just going to pitch that. We want that. And we can go and get the shield. I forgot to use that. Unfortunately, we had our cleanse last turn. Right, we cannot afford to play both of these out. So that helps a little bit, but we are taking pretty superior damage here, unfortunately. Which kind of cancels out any benefit from getting turned to gunk if this fight doesn't just kill us. Relatively unlucky roll. Alright, so we have to do that first to get rid of the even though that cost us the frail, unfortunately. Because if we play that second, then we don't get the heal anyway. Alright, so there's mana there. Start with that. Alright, cool. We got the freeze, which is kind of what I was hoping to see. And I think we're going to save the mana even. I guess we don't really have cards to turn into gunk, but we will in the Maw fight. Okay. This is already lethal on that one. Okay. At least prevent us from getting more cursed, but unfortunately we are taking damage. Yeah, taking this fight may have been a mistake. That's good enough. I almost forgot that playing that gives me shield, even though that's part of the reason I took it. Alright, so you're dead, I think? Okay, and we can protect the brood. More importantly, means we're protecting our own face. Alright, may as well do that. So I'm pretty sure that means that we now have lethal. Yep. Turn to gunk. Frost applied +3 is pretty good. And now we absolutely need to rest. I think we just take more max health because we just need the health. We definitely can't take that fight after seeing how the last one went. This could be difficult too, though. I'm pretty worried about this fight, I would say. Or about this run at this point. Do I copy this? I may just copy the focus so we have plenty of mana for next turn. So we're going to start by protecting the brood. Then we are going to combat ready and arcane silence. And there we go. And we are perfectly fine with spending our purity on that. There we go. That's kind of what I was hoping to see. Could we get extra damage against things that are on fire? Let's go ahead and give you a lot of powerful. I think we want to do that. Unfortunately, we're taking a bit of damage here. But it's exactly as much as our recoverable. Which means that if we drop back into our healing, we're in okay shape. We do want to use that. I think we just transform maybe the combat ready. Naturally. 1 out of 8. That's perfectly normal 50-50 odds. Alright, we actually did get that one though. Alright. fighting Ma, right? Yeah, and we need the cleansing shield. One cleanse is not going to be enough. Plus it's a shield, and that's kind of important for us right now. Stealing some of our mana, which is incredibly rude. Start with that, because our plan is to do that. This actually works out pretty nicely. May as well do that. Poison blood is annoying, but I don't need to use. Actually, I may as well, because we do have some incoming damage this turn. Well, not quite as much as I thought we did. Trying to figure out, of all our options, which one is the best. And we can do that. Okay. It's fine. Is that lethal? That's 25 versus 19. Let's do that. Yep, that was lethal. Do we need the Purging Waters or do we need the Mind Seed? I think the Purging Waters is a little better. This fight could be tough, but I think we need the. I think we really want the clear focus. I say that. I guess either one of them would be good. Do that so we can get value. Okay. Forgot to do this. We can afford to do this because we have Turn to Gunk. And we even have that, I guess. I could even turn this into Gunk. Actually makes a weird amount of sense. Yeah, I think we do that. Technically, we don't end up with quite as much shield afterwards, but it's not too bad. And next turn, only the big guy is actually attacking anyway. Okay, so how do I get to 0 becomes the question. That actually works out nicely. And now we take a bunch of curse. Well, I guess less curse than I had initially thought. Okay, this takes us up to 7 mana. So there's no way for us to get everything we want here. We can't cleanse, I mean. We can get purity. And we can cleanse off some of it. And the Arcane Amulet is continuing to do good work for us. see what we get here. I think we do want that tough. Does mean we didn't get the shield, but we made up for that by just getting the kill. And we are at the point where this makes sense. We're going to explode anyway, so. Because that doesn't actually, that just hits our purity, which is fine. I could draw cards, but I don't really need to. I think we just win. Yep. And clear focus seems good. The introspection might be time for introspection to go. Is it? Yeah. It's not bad, but I don't think we need it. All right. I don't know that we need to hit the Bailey or Hatchling anymore. And that fight does represent a real risk, so we may just try and avoid it. Should have counted my mana. You're summoning two things, which is really annoying. One of our dorks is just going to get summoned over. I think that's what we want to do. Yep. So this one's immune to getting summoned over, but it's not immune to getting got by jerkishness. And we can do this for tough. Even if we don't have anything to transform. Yeah, that explosion is kind of a problem. And Protect the Brood helps, but it only does so much. I do think it's worth doing this, though. Trying to figure out how much damage we can take. That's 20. I think we just do this. Oh, okay, it's going to be way more than 20 because of... I didn't think about the fact that we were... Well, rude. Trying to think, can we hit 0? Unfortunately, not really. Obviously that has to happen. And I think we do need to play that, because I think we just need to be, because like, we're going to lose a guy to being desummoned, but we need to make sure that the exploders don't, these guys don't ruin our day too thoroughly. If I hit this, it explodes, but that means that all of these guys get a clear line back to the boss. And unfortunately, that's a double summon. Oh, I messed up. Could have gotten out additional detonations on these guys. And yeah, this is where if we don't get Protect the Brood, we will lose the Brood, which would be rude. I don't think we need that. Okay, so the plan is we're going to kill, and then we're going to just rebuild the squad. So we can cleanse off, or we can just get more shield. I think more shield is probably more important, considering that this is going to get buffed by... And it actually works out nicely. If we draw mana, that's good. Although I guess that was really risky, because if we had drawn that one thing, it would have been bad. It's actually okay. Okay. We need that. Honestly, we're kind of doing a better job than I expected in keeping the squad alive. Also actually doing a pretty good job of getting damage out. This will be the last round of summons, most likely. Or, yeah, we can just... This will kill the back one. So we're going to protect the brood. And this will actually be a clean sweep here, with our summons getting the kills. Donk and donk. So we took like, I think 8 damage there, which honestly could have been a whole lot worse. I don't think we want Horrifying Mutation. I'm not sure we can support Singularity. I think I kind of want to just reroll for, well, what's Twinning Ritual work with? Not much. Aether Storm seems pretty good when we, actually, that's pretty good. Curse Applied Vice, but I don't think we can take the Max Shield penalty. And if we upgrade this, that gives it even more taunt, which seems entirely reasonable. I don't really have any cuts I'm burning up to make. And we do have the Turn to Gunk, which will let us junk things that we don't care about. At this point, I think we just go for double event, probably. This could be Bog Golem plus... I think this fight's got too high of a risk associated with it. Unfortunately, this is kind of the fight I was hoping not to see. What of these can we pitch? That, I guess. So we're taking 18, plus we're taking just so much damage. It's 48 damage, or 30, yeah, 38 damage. Okay. If we do this, we could accidentally get hit by whatever. We can do this to get tough. And we will work on that one, I think. The snail is the big problem. Okay, so we want to play that. We want to make sure that this comes out. But, or specifically, we want that to be a taunt. So, to that end, okay. Rude. All right, so this works out perfectly. We don't have any cleanses that need to happen. Oh, this is not great. We are not tough, and this is exactly what I was worried was going to come out. That we were going to get just smashed by that. Yeah, that's why I kind of was hoping to avoid snails. This will clean off the pack tactics, which actually will save us possibly more than this will. I'm not sure if it will, but I think we have to. I think that's probably a better bet. Yeah, it saved us 12 damage. It saved us as much, and then we also got damage out. Well, we are still taking hits. That's an AoE hit. That gets a shield, which helps. Let me do that, which should save us. All right, we want you to die to this. We want to draw exactly 4 cards and no more. All right, that worked out. Although this one is still a problem. Maybe just be dead here. Okay, yeah, we're just dead. Yep. That's unfortunate. And it was all going so well. Yeah, I just... Not having Spyglass to let us avoid snails. Because if I had... I could... No, that's not Spyglass's fault. I could have gone... Could have zigged instead of zagged, and we would have lived. But yeah, depth 3, mostly easier without Shrine. I would say that like 0 forge upgrades, depth 3 is probably easier than Shrine, but certainly it is not trivial. Anyway, yeah, fortunately, Milestradle is putting together another save for us, so hooray. Anyway, that's it for now. Toodles.